All right, three, two, one, action. All right, you guys, this is it. I don't know what Josiah's doing right now, but we are doing a review on something we just watched. We just watched the college admissions scandal on Netflix. It's a lot.
I have a lot of opinion on this because it just sucks that it just shows how if you have if you part of the elite, I ain't gonna say money because you have money, but if you part of the elite 1%, you can get away. You damn near always get away with murder, and just for the grace. And the crazy part for the grace for that one high school counselor, one high school counselor, and it wasn't for that the guy with that money. They this probably still be going. I think it's still going on right now. I think it's still going on.
Also, a disclaimer: if you have not watched the admissions scandal on Netflix,
Or don't know nothing about it, you should look
do
into it.
not watch this first. Watch that first, then come back. We can talk about it. Leave a comment below. My everything that I got from it was that everybody, unfortunately, everybody has a price. Upstanding professionals, parents,
Mm-hmm.
moms, dads, upstanding professionals, they all have a price. If it's something that you think is never going to be found out, you think you're not going to get caught, it's tempting to try to throw your money around if you have it. But this was really interesting. My whole thing going into it from the beginning was to try to find out how they got caught. It was a lot of people involved, a lot of moving parts, different colleges, lots of money being thrown around. Rick Singer, and how they got caught was one of the parents
Got
got
caught
brought in on something that had
embezzling
nothing to
on insider
do.
trading
It had nothing to do with college
and
admissions,
he should
but they
just
brought
quit.
him in. They
It's
brought
like
him in. He got caught, and he said, "Hey, I have another story." This Rick Singer guy, and then that's when everything just blew up and went out of proportion.
I mean, and that's wrong. And that's wrong because I feel like regardless if they say you got to make the donation, the back door or the donation, you still got the money. You still got the money to pay for your kid to go anywhere else. There's still other colleges, prestigious schools, other than the big ones you can go to and still get a great education. That's my point. And my second point I like about it was how they use athletic program. And I'm a student athlete, former student athlete, and I know how hard everybody I came across, every team I played, how hard we worked to get to that point to get to play at the NCAA level, how hard it is. And for somebody that only participate and play, take a spot for somebody who works hours of training, running, parents paying for to go to these camps to work out for themselves, and for them gets their spot taken by Lori Loughlin's YouTuber success daughter. That's not fair. I think that's messed up. And they come to find out the little girl didn't even really want to go to college. That makes me mad. Like in situations like that where kids didn't really want to go to college, you took a spot from a kid who was stressing out taking them advanced AP classes, staying up late, don't go to parties, don't have no social life. They trying to focus on their future. That's not even guaranteed to them. That's the messed up part about it for me. I don't know, man. I think this was just. I think that the whole situation is all around wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. Like they got the money to pay for the kids to go to school, and if they fail or whatever, they got the money to do anything with their kids. Like these people are zillionaires. They're
But if
zillionaires.
we're all honest, if you had the money to make sure your son or daughter was successful, you have to be honest, you would pay it.
I
Yes,
would.
it is wrong. Yes, it is wrong. But if you had the money to throw around, make sure your child is taken care of and successful, you're gonna do it.
You would, but you heard the guy said on there. He said it's ways. They call it. It's three ways. It's the front door, it's the back door, and it's the side door. The front door is just the way everybody do. They apply to college. They hope for the best.
The old
The old
fashioned
fashioned
way.
way. The back door is when some if you part of the elite, you could donate over $1 million+ to the school,
And then they might get
they
looked at.
so that's your potential of your child going in is a little higher than now. The side door is a guarantee where they scheming. You scheming, or you say your child's a college recruit for the basketball team or a sports team, or they're science or they're a science whiz and they can go to the science program for the school. There's something that's the side door is. My thing where I don't agree with is I feel like if you are somebody like the Lori Loughlin's or somebody famous, you can use the back door and your child is still guaranteed admission because you have the money and the means to pay that price to get them guaranteed admission. You might have paid a little hefty price. You might have paid $500,000, but $500,000 is not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you. You might feel it, but it ain't gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? That's the thing. And it sucks also because on the other side of a coin is some of these college programs cut these varsity sports like track and baseball, but they'll keep sailing, horseback riding, all those other programs for these rich kids. I don't know. It just didn't sit with me right. They got over it. Everybody that was charged, they deserve what they got. Everybody, even the students, the parents.
The students had nothing to do with it. I don't think any of the children were.
Well, everybody got paid. They got feel it. I feel like everybody should feel it.
I don't think any of the children had
the
to go to
children
jail or
because
anything.
the little girl was crying. You see the little Asian girl was crying.
And saying it wasn't fair.
That's not fair to her.
But I do like that they shed light on the fact that kids nowadays are under a lot of pressure to be number one, to be successful, to get 100%, to do this, it's really stressful. So I do like that they sprinkled that in a little bit and opened the light to, maybe we should hold back some of all these standards that we have for kids right now.
And I'm glad they talked about that earlier too. They talk about
standardized testing.
They talk about how standardized testing is biased, and I didn't even realize how biased it is. But they said standardized testing is really biased for the top 1% because in order to achieve the altitude you need to score on the test, you want to need extra help because the stuff they teach, the material that's on that test is not being taught in the classrooms. So that's another thing I took to highlight for me too. So it's a big money game that you gotta really look into, man. Well, not look into, but it's a big money game that need to be, should be looked at.
That you never knew was happening.
Right, it should be under like a closer eye from like the college board or something because that's not fair. Like it's just not fair. It's bad enough people got to struggle every day to try to get into college, that's why I say with black kids, for all my black children, my black brains that want to go to the Harvards, the Georgetown, the Columbias, nothing wrong with that going to Penn. But go to our black colleges. Our black colleges need y'all brains. Don't go to them other schools because all the white people going to do is use you up, spit you out. Yeah, you're going to get a check. You get a check. Yeah, you're going to get paid. But that's just prestigious behind your name. You go to a black college. Uplift your race. That's what you should do. I'm done. That's my rant. I'm done my rant. HBCUs all day. I love my HBCU.
That's your rant. Okay. What else would I say about this was really interesting. I would definitely say watch it because it definitely gives you an inside look on things that are happening around the world. And then we also talked about how nowadays this is going to be, some people are not going to agree, but nowadays you really don't have to go to college. Speaking for myself, if I had to go back in time, yes, I would go to college again, Delaware State University, and then I got my master's and I did online with Grand Canyon. Yes, I would go back and do it all over again. It costs money. I do have college debt, but the experiences. And then I'm also working a job that I love. So I'm in the career that I want to work in. So yes, I would go back and do that again. But some of the kids, like I think one of the girls was like a social media influencer.
Lori Loughlin's daughter.
That she could have turned that into a business and did something right. And she could have did something with that. But it was that American Greed. That's another show that you guys can look into.
I love
American Greed. It's the most truest. It's people being greedy. It's so true. Like a lot of people out there, not only do you already have it all, but you also want more.
I want your cake too.
Right.
I want to have it all and have your cake too. It's crazy.
So just comment below. Do you have to go to college? Do you think it's mandatory? Nowadays, I don't think it is. But for the experience, I met I met lifelong friends. I met Josiah. I was able to meet my husband in college. Would I do it again? Yes. But nowadays, you can go to college, but there are other alternative jobs and careers that you can do that don't require a college education.
Yes. I think college. I think what they should do is, I know it's not going to happen, but college should market to the careers you need to get ahead. Like if you want to be a medical professional, go to college. If you want to be a law professional, go to college.
Things like that.
Business.
Right, John.
I hate to say it. Business. I'm 50-50 with business because you don't need to go to college, but you can learn. If you want to be a broker and all that things, you want to go down that avenue. Yes, go to college. But if you just want to be a general businessman, business person, you can learn. It's information you can learn on the internet. You don't need to go to school, waste thousands and thousands of dollars to go to, or pay. And take somebody's spot to become a business major. That's what I think. But I agree with you. College has changed. The internet has created a new market for these kids. So, I mean, I'm 50-50 depending on what you're trying to do with your life. You can use college. You don't have to use college. You still can be successful either way. Even if families with trust funds. I read an article not too long ago where a parent was trying to, she wanted her kid to go to college. She wanted to go to college. So she used the money she saved for her trust fund to help her start a business. And now she's doing really well for herself. She makes over $200,000 in revenue a year. All she did was invest the money the mother gave her. So, it's just to each his own with colleges. But please do comment your thoughts, how you feel about the movie, or how you thought about the commentary we provided you guys.
Where's your timer? He set a timer for 5 more minutes. So, but yes, this. I would definitely say watch this. Definitely gives you a look into what's happening around the world. And with this guy, I froze it on him because it's like at the end of it, man, he sung like a canary. I'm a snitch on you. I'm a snitch on you. I'm a snitch on you.
And some of the parents was hip. Some of the parents got hit. He was like, look, bro, we can't talk about this over the phone. Like, just meet me in person. Like, sure, I'll meet you in person. And sure enough, 2 days later, the FBI came knocking.
And that's another life lesson. Is no honor amongst thieves. Oh, when you're doing dirty deals and back door, side door, things you're not supposed to be doing, it always comes to an end. What you do in the dark comes into the light. No honor amongst thieves.
My thing is,
don't be greedy.
Was those kids unenrolled after they got accepted?
I don't know, but Stanford kept that money.
They kept that money.
Kept that money. They said they had no idea of what was going on when it's clearly presented in the documentary.
The coach brought the check to him. The coach was like, "Here's the check for this." Okay, we'll take that check.
It's definitely a conversation piece.
Now I do feel sorry for that one coach. He generally was an honest, straight up guy. He just was doing his job, and he didn't even take no money. Like all the other coaches took money. He didn't take money. He just gave money to the school, and he still lost his job. That's sad.
Well, because he was tied up in it.
Yeah, he was tied up in it.
If you in it, we got to cut all ends.
Cut all ties,
as far as the college and the university is concerned, if your name is even mentioned in it, we getting rid of, cleaning house type of thing. We getting rid of everybody.
Right.
But any closing?
No, I was going to say, please share comments. Please share the comments on it. Please look into, if you don't want to watch it on Netflix, please look into the case online. It's called the Varsity Blues case, Operation Varsity Blues, by the college admission scandal, about all these rich people going down. And the funny part is, though, I had to bring race into it. Mm-hmm. I ain't seen that one black family.
Well, that guy.
And it's
I forgot what was his sport. Soccer. The soccer coach. The college soccer coach.
Soccer coach. I think he got off.
And then my thing is, you already make $200,000
a year. But they want American greed. I can get more. Who won't stop me, boo? Who will check me, boo?
Obviously, the
Who
FBI.
won't check me, boo?
The FBI is going to check.
And my thing is,
government. My
thing is too, the parents. You lost your livelihood. Like who said somebody lost their royalties?
That's Lori Loughlin.
She lost her royalties. All that hard work she did over years.
She was working on a show with Netflix, the Fuller House. She got fired from that.
And lost everything. I don't think it's on the show on Netflix anymore. They took the show down. That's crazy.
Well, you make your bed, you gotta lie in it.
I agree.
But that's it. Check it out. Look into it. Comment below. That's all I have to say.
My man hair though. My man hair was.
Oh, the main guy.
Yeah, privilege going wrong.
What was his name again?
I forgot, but he looked like a crook. Look at him.
Rick Singer. Rick Singer.
He had a buzz bowl cut.
See, this is not the platform for that. We are simply reviewing the television show, giving the people what they need. You guys have a great day. Good night. God bless.